Alrighty, how social media can fuck your trading. Okay, I'm gonna make this very short, but this needs to be said. I consistently get asked by traders, hey, do you have an Instagram? Hey, do you have a Facebook and all that stuff? And my answer has basically always been the same. If business demands it, then I will create business pages for those sites to maybe feature some of my trades, maybe give out free information that will help people and things like that. Um, but I have tried to stay away from it. The only thing that I have open right now is a YouTube channel. And hopefully that's the only thing. But, sometimes it becomes almost an inevitable thing where, hey, we want to reach more people, we want to help more people. A lot of these people hang out on these cesspool Facebook, social media sites, Instagram, that sort of a thing. And so maybe we can reach them and get them off there, pull them to YouTube to give them some value. Um, but right now it's just YouTube. But I want you and I want together us right now to focus on how social media really really messes over your trading. Okay, so what happens is you become an addict. You want to check your phone all the time. You want to see who commented. You want to see who liked. You want to see who said something. You want to go down the, well, you don't necessarily want to, but this is what happens. We get on the track of like, how many times have you just kind of said, oh, you know what, man, I'm just going to pull up YouTube on the side and I'm just going to, I'm just gonna watch what's that one video with a watermelon? How many rubber bands do I have to put around the watermelon before it snaps in half? Okay, but then that video takes 45 seconds, and we come out 2 hours later, and we're like, whoa, where have we been? Um, and it's really nobody escapes this, man. I had to shut down all my social media years ago because I realized at one point, holy shit, I'm spending so much time watching YouTube videos and on Facebook that I could have, this is like enough hours to make a part-time job. So I really want you to reflect on how much time you're wasting on social media. Okay, you have the material that you need now to trade. You never have to go to YouTube again to try to figure out, hey, how do I manage a trade? How do I execute a trade? What do I look for? All of that stuff you now have, okay? And so if that's what you were doing before and spending 20 hours a week doing that, you no longer have to do that. So make sure that you recognize this pattern. So you become an addict. If you've ever had that happen to you where you've been walking down the street, you felt your phone vibrate, you pull it out, there's no alerts on your phone or anything. And then you get to the stage where you're walking, you feel a vibration on your leg, you reach your hand in your pocket, and you realize your phone isn't even on you, but you felt that phantom vibration. Then you need to check yourself before you rickety wreck yourself, okay? So what happens is you need that dopamine hit. You want to check the news. You want to check friends who have, tagged you on Facebook or whatever it may be. You want to join a politically charged conversation online, anything like that, and you get this hit to constantly do it, man. You can check your phone, your laptop, your desktop, dozens of times a day. Okay, your email, all that stuff, and your attention span goes down. And that is not a good thing when you're a trader, okay? Now, yeah, we're not waiting days or weeks for trades to pan out or execute trades. Sometimes we can even get multiple trades in one day. But we still want that attention span intact, okay? We don't want to be, hey, I need to get into a trade. Hey, man, I'm getting jittery over here. I really want to get in. It's hard enough as it is just without social media doing that. With it, it just makes it that much harder. The other thing is comparing yourself. A lot of what you'll see, especially on Instagram, is people showing off, uh, you know, their material things and how good their life is and all of this stuff and kind of just putting it in your face. And it can really mess with your self-esteem. Your self-esteem can get fucked. And also, when you're measuring yourself against another person, that's not going to help you, okay, in trading, because what you need to do is look inward and look in the mirror at yourself. Okay, sure, it can be cool to see what kind of trades people can get every now and then. It can be cool to, obviously learn things. I'm not saying don't ever go online and learn something again. I'm just saying when it comes to this hardcore social media addiction type stuff, and measuring yourself against other people, that's not going to help your trading improve. It's probably just going to make you feel crappy inside and like, man, you're so far from the goalpost, it's not even funny. when in reality, looking at yourself and measuring yourself and your own traits, hey, what could I have done better here? Where am I lacking? Where's my weakness? Where do my weaknesses lie? That sort of a thing. That is what's going to help you get to the next stepping stone in trading, and then the next one, the next one, the next one. Not going on social media and being like, man, I can't believe that guy has a yacht, man. I'm going to make $1 billion, or I'm going to make $1 million and have a yacht and things like that. I'm not saying you can't make $1 million. Not saying you can't have a yacht, but I'm saying that you need to take stock of, how much time do you really spend on Instagram? Okay, flaunting over other people's lives, looking over at what other people have while your life is just going by. Your life is just ticking by. So keeping up with the Joneses, this one's a little bit similar. It's a material world that we live in, but a lot of people, they emphasize this material stuff for status, for position, and all of this stuff. And what I want to give you permission to do is just let that all go. Just let it all go. It doesn't matter what you wear. It doesn't matter where you live. It doesn't matter what you drive. It doesn't matter on the size of your bank account. Okay, anything like that. We're not doing any sort of like measuring contest or anything like that. You know what it's about? It's about developing a code of ethics that you want to live by, and then living by those code of ethics brings you happiness, okay? And it brings you fulfillment. So where do your values lie? Do they lie in trying to impress another person, or driving the latest car, or wearing a gold watch or things like that? Or do they lie in providing a good environment, safe environment for your family, learning, becoming more valuable at what you do, helping your community, being able to, maybe write things off on your bucket list, sort of a thing. And I'm not saying a gold watch can't be one of them. It's just, take some stock, take evaluation of what is important in your life, because these are going to be driving force. Something like, hey, I want to take care of my family. I want to be able to donate to this charity. I want to be able to, have more free time to spend with my kids. I want to be able to. So for me, a lot of it is about time. I don't really care about all this material stuff. I'll just, wear my hustle hat and a pair of jeans and a flannel, and I would much rather have the free time to go out with my family, do fun things, create memories, things that are priceless, stuff like that. So I want you to start thinking outside the box on this stuff. Understand the dangers of social media and what it can do to your trading. It can take away your attention span so that you're antsy. You need to be in trades. It can really mess with your self-esteem. It can make it so that you're comparing yourself against other people, which has no bearing on really making you a better trader and helping you level up. It can really make you be just obsessive and too aware of the material world, keeping up with the Joneses, keeping up with other people. Think about where your values lie. Think about what's important. Understand that if you delete your social media, you're not going to be missing much. And a lot of this stuff, like with politics and news and things like that, if it doesn't stress you out and give you anxiety and get you on a bad track, then it's fine to check in on that stuff. But today, it seems like everything is political. Everything is like, I live on one half of the United States, and I'm learning about stuff that happen on the way other end of the United States and across the world when I don't even want to. Okay, so it's hard to even escape it. So, just try to stay away from all that garbage and stuff, and focus on your own life. Focus on your family, focus on your friends, focus on those people that you love and care about, creating memories with them. And just stay away from all the time sucks that are trying to compete for your time, and ultimately just waste your time.